Mm-hmm.
Do you know other homes that have them?
Is one down there off the project back of the green, and it's on I don't know what street. I'm not familiar with them streets back there, but that's the only one that I knew that have it. It's back of the green, and what the name of this church? It's in front of the big church back there, and not too far from the eye.
Okay.
Reverend Priest used to be the minister of
J'examine et je fulmine. Moi la carabine.
I began to get interested in bottle trees some time ago, but really started to explore the idea of them this year over the summer. Interesting part of my quest is that I've been talking to people and trying to locate bottle trees, thinking that they would be in rural spaces. That was something I probably imagined and romanticized. But they aren't. They're in mostly urban spaces. All the ones that I documented were in the city. The bottle tree seems to be a talisman against evil. These are the things I learned about bottle trees. In my quest, I met 3 amazing African American women here in Charleston, one of which is an artist.
Well, I started doing research before I even left Michigan, just looking at culture and traditions of folklore. And I just happened to find the folklorist that's the first time I saw the reference of bottle trees. At sunset, the sun goes through it and then blesses the land from the reflection through the bottles. Well, I was hooked with that. I like that concept. And then I don't think that I thought much more about it. I knew of it. He came to St. Helena then. And then I started collecting these bottles, and then I remembered the thing about trees.
My name is Lachey Oubre. I've been in Charleston for 53 years, which is how old I am.
Okay.
I am blessed. And I live at 436 Huger Street.
Okay.
We say Hugie Street. The bottle tree is actually a gift from my friends, Arian King Comer, John Marie Mark Clay, and Gillen Gillimard. And my son Leonard, Carlton Leonard Massey Jr. He died April the 15th, 2006. And as a gift of remembrance, those 3 persons made the bottle tree and put it in the yard at this house at 436 Hugie Street and at 56 Kennedy Street as a blessed memorial for my son.
Okay, my name is Estella Justice, and I was living here for, I think, a little over 30 years. I'm from Baltimore, South Carolina.
Okay.
And my mother is from Beaufort.
Okay.
This place I was at yesterday. And then they moved from Beaufort and they live on a private island you call Seabrook Island. That's below Bennett's Point, South Carolina.
So what do you know about bottle trees that you have?
Well, down there in Beaufort, I go to the Gulliver Fest every year. And they said it's some part of the black religion. That's all they told me about. And they show us, part of it and it's what it had looked like. Now, you don't have to put that color bottle on it, but most people select that color, a bottle, to put on it.
The first thing, though, I had started off thinking about a petrified wood in the woods, that's been there for a while, and just to use one of those. And I was at a conference at Alternate Roots, And it was a spare moment thing. It was like, let's go get a tree. And then we did, and we put these bottles on it, but we wound up putting it on the hill that then had water. So at the end, the finale, I hadn't realized that when the sun hit it, the blue reflection went all the way to the water. And our closing, because we were all artists, we were singing, walking to it, so it was like just all magic.
And this is part of the African religion. Okay. That's all they told me. And I love it.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I love it.
Going back to Africa, there's a connection to the idea of the jinne or the genie that could be captured in bottles, like Aladdin and the magic lamp. The color blue has long been associated with ghosts and spirits and haunts, and that is something that is common here because there's a practice, or was a practice, of painting one's door and window ledges blue, and that was to repel evil spirits or ghosts.
When I cut the trees over here, I added bottles on all the branches that I cut down. So when the light hits it from the street light, you can see the bottles glisten in between the trees. And that with the bottle tree was also a way when people put the bottles outside, it was to keep the spirits from coming into your home, bad spirits. And then they said that you could also hear some of the bottles, depending on the wind, you could hear the winds blowing and the bellowing of the spiritual blessing of the person.
One thing in Charleston is, no matter how Christian someone is, they will tell you that they believe in ghosts. And what I'm finding amazing is that there seems to be a coexistence of African spirituality and Christianity, whether it is acknowledged or not. Bottle trees are talisman against evil, and their branches point heavenward to attract the evil spirits lurking near the house, or spirits mesmerized by the play of sunlight through the colorful glass. Wind causes the bottles to whisper and moan, and these moans are the entrapped, ensnarled spirits, supposedly.
But I don't believe there are bad spirits. You know, we were never taught that there were any bad spirits, and that the spirit of the person is always welcome back home. And so, you know, I grew up seeing spirits. Ever since my son died, I don't see them like I used to. I hate to say, but spirits have never been an issue. They've never been bad. They're always welcome back home.
I wanna save it. Do it, I have to follow my way. Il faut sauver. Il faut sauver tout. Et je dis brûla gat 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 bidon. Brûla gat 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 kiti. Brûla gat 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 bidon. Brûla gat 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 kiti. Brûla gat 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 bidon. Brûla gat 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 kiti. Brûla gat 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 bidon.